What's up, guys? My name is Zach, and today we are working on the RX-7 again, but this episode is going to start off with a couple of errands we have to run. So I'm in my 2019 Mazda 3 hatchback, all-wheel drive. Always got to mention the all-wheel drive. And we're actually driving to Walmart right now to give away the muffler that we pulled off of Violet in the last episode right here. Woo! Oh, that's the big one, huh?
Victory.
So I'm meeting up with Israel. He has an FB and he is a follower of the channel, which is really, really cool. So we're gonna be giving him the muffler. So I'm meeting him up at Walmart and maybe we'll do some shopping, things like that. But then we will get into working on the blue car, I promise.
This, you got fuel injection is just straight solid.
This car is beautiful though.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's really clean.
It took me a long time to get it to the way I wanted it to be.
I know that game though.
Dude.
Alright, so now we are back in the garage, and I'm just going to do a little bit of housekeeping before we get cracking on the blue car. So, as you guys saw in the last episode, the footage I'm showing now is from my clutch master. Not good. So, new parts. Finally new parts. I feel like I haven't done an unboxing video for new parts in quite some time. This stuff is from O'Reilly's. The UPS man just dropped it off, and he told me he just bought a Datsun, I want to say 720, something like that, which is really, really cool. Same UPS guy we always have. He's really cool. I believe he's having like an EK Civic or something. So I'm excited to see him getting on the old Japanese car wave, as your boy is as well. So we have a clutch soft line. This is part 073-1183. By Beck and Arnley. We have our Power Torque clutch hydraulics. Bada bing and bada boom. This is our slave cylinder. That is our master cylinder, I believe. Yep, here's our new slave. So this means this is our new master. Other O'Reilly's pickups, of course, I had to grab more brake clean and hose clamps. Hopefully we should be using those in this video today. And then I picked up this. This is Valvoline VR1 20W50 synthetic oil. This is what I run in my RX-7, and I always get questions of what oil to run. This is what I highly recommend. 20W50, the weight is the most important part. 20W50, just because rotaries run so hot that when the oil starts to thin out, you don't lose that much viscosity in the oil. A lot of rotary guys, most rotary guys run 20W50. Especially if you don't run in a colder climate. I will never drive this car in the snow or anytime below 30 degrees, so thick oil is fine. However, if you do plan on driving your rotary in the snow or below 30 degrees, I would try to find maybe a little bit thinner of an oil, but I still like my 20W50. Last but not least, it's not here yet, but I do have on order tires. But not for the gold wheels. The gold wheels are going to go away for a little bit. I want to get them refinished. I want to get them looking good. So, in the meantime, I am going to run the SA waffle wheels from the 1978 to 1980 RX-7. I've had these wheels for probably about 4 years. I've never done anything with them. I'd like to put them on the car. So I finally got tires ordered for them. When they come in, I'll give you the specs and everything. But one last thing, actually, speaking of the wheels that I totally forgot, is we have to switch out the lug nuts, or lug studs, my bad, because the ones that are currently on the car, I'll show a picture here comparing, are not OEM and they're super short. So I have the OEM ones from Rose. We're going to swap those on. They're smaller 17 millimeter, where the aftermarket ones are, I believe, 21s. They're just a lot shorter, and these wheels are only on by a couple threads. So we're going to dig those out from Rose, put those on, and we'll be on our merry way. Also, shout out to Gingium for the table. He gave it to me at his last garage sale, which was super fun. Wishing him the best as he goes down to Georgia, and hopefully maybe one day he'll get another rotary, but this is his table, so shout out to him. Also, before we get started here, I know the title probably gives it away, but the goal for this video is to do one victory lap of my cul-de-sac. So I live at the end of a cul-de-sac. The plan is to back the car out under its own power, drive it around in a circle once, and pull it back in, all under its own power. I don't know if we'll do that today. I don't know if we'll be able to do it today, but by the end of this video, that's the plan. Video. Alright, so obviously that did not go quite as planned. We got the brakes bled, well the brakes were already bled. We bled the clutch, we got the new master slave and soft line in the car for the clutch. We bled it. It still needs a little bit of bleeding, but it was good enough. It was getting into gear and everything. So we decided to roll it out of the garage so we didn't start it up, you know, right next to the wall, you know, catch anything on fire, whatever that would have been, whatever. So we rolled it out into the street as you saw, and then it didn't start. And it still won't start. It's getting fuel. We know that it's getting fuel. It's getting air and it's getting spark. We tested the spark. However, the spark plugs were pretty fouled. So I'm going to pick up new spark plugs. But they weren't fouled to the point where it wouldn't make it fire over. We got a couple puffs here and there. It honestly felt like timing was off, sounded like timing was off, but we didn't touch the tune from the last time we started it to this time. We haven't touched the ECU, we haven't touched the tune. The only thing that we did is we bolted on the header and we bolted on the intake, and then now it won't start. So we're going to have to wait for Adam. The car will start and drive by the end of this video. But right now we're just going to take a brief intermission. It was a infuriating night, super frustrating. Because I know the car runs, I know that the engine is good, it's just something was missing, something got knocked off, something was slightly changed to make it not run. So I'm going to do a quick little palette cleanser here. I found some old Rotary Rx-7 commercials. I'm just going to play those real quick to get the frustration out of the air, and then we will continue on with this video.
When I looked at Datsun 280ZX and Porsche 924, I also looked at this new Mazda Rx-7, and that's all it took.
Just one look, that's all it took. Yeah, just one look, that's all it took.
You get a lot of refined sports car with the Mazda Rx-7. You also get great mileage, and you get it all at a price that'll really make you look twice.
Yeah, the more you look, hey, the more you like.
When you first see the Mazda Rx-7, you begin to understand why it has become a legend among today's sports cars. Because beyond its classic styling, you soon discover the sheer perfection of its bucket seats. You experience its comprehensive instrumentation and feel the preciseness of its 5-speed. These things alone help make it an exceptional value. But to gain an even deeper understanding of the Rx-7, you're going to have to experience roads like these for yourself. Mazda Rx-7. Experience it.
I always love those. I always love seeing those, and I just want to share those with you. But what we do have is something really cool down here. These are Westlake RP18s. Now, Westlake's, they're not the top brand of tire, but I did run these tires actually on my Miata, and they weren't bad, even in the rain. I actually kind of liked them, and they're super cheap. They're on Amazon. These are going to go on the 13-inch waffle wheels from the SA, and so we're going to put them on. So now, we're going to go get the rims mounted onto the tires, or tires mounted onto the rims, and then put them on the car. So when we do drive the car, it's going to be a lot more safe than the gold wheels for now, because the gold wheels don't sit properly on the hubs at the moment. We'll get that fixed later, so we're going to run these for now. So like I said, these are the 1979 RX-7 wheels, and they have been sandblasted, but that was over 4 years ago. I got these about 4 years ago. These have been like everywhere. They've been in my room, they've been in my old G6, and so we're gonna clean them up and give them a nice fresh coat of paint. I'm using just whatever store-bought paint there is. Gonna do a quick thing of primer, and then spray them down, and hopefully we'll get them looking a lot better so we can mount the tires on them and get them on the car. What was that?
I said, you asked me why it didn't run. You didn't tell me the power cable committed suicide. You know, the main power feed through like the entire car. Yeah.
So Adam's been working on this car for maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And we think we know the issue?
Yeah.
He thinks he knows the issue? Yeah. It all has to do with the power to the car.
Do I have enough space?
Guys, it runs. I just drove it. I teared up a little bit. I'm so happy. I don't even know how to address the camera right now. It's just, after 2 years, I finally drove it. Matt's coming over, Steen's coming over, Adam just did a little bit of tuning as you saw on the car. I really don't have words at the moment. Hopefully I'll address the camera, maybe later, maybe next video, I don't know. I'm just, never ceases to surprise me. So I'm switching over to the GoPro because it has way better image stabilization for moving around like this. So we're done with the blue car tonight. Again, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But Matt's coming over with his new Nissan Gloria, so we're gonna check that out and end the video that way. We're not gonna mount the SA wheels yet, but I've been putting coats of paint on them all day. And so, they look fantastic. Absolutely love these wheels. Super excited to put them on the car, but that's gonna have to wait till next video because this video is, well, we already did the main thing. So yeah, now we're just waiting on Matt to get here. This is water, by the way. Whole gang's here. Gang.
Driving.
What'd you get for dinner? Oh, Culver's.
I was like,
Big Culver's guy.
I literally got out of the car and was like, wait a minute, he's on the wrong side.
I know. We all thought Morgan was driving. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How's it going, bud?
Good.
Good. Pretty nice.
This thing is pretty clean, huh?
Yeah, quite.
Wow. How do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely in love with this car. Thrilling stuff.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I was able to like pick up some of the stuff. Ow! It's Cedric and Gloria.
Okay.
Cedricu
Gloria.
and Gororia.
Yep.
Euro spec, my guy.
Wow.
It's like that Euro M3. Wow.
Nobody has